Hello，欢迎大家回到我的频道。周末当然是要来动动脑啊。OK，现在我们要做梦，没有 task，就跟我手比比我拿的。Hello,
Holmes,
Watson.
please call a cab while I pack my suitcase. We should be late for the train.
去哪找电话哦
Watson, I'll hold a cab for us. We leave in 5 minutes for the station.
Fine。哎呦，我像什么都没有执。
What a gloomy night. It was warmer inside the waiting hall.
Since the station master told us that the train is about to arrive, we should not have to wait very much longer.
Yes, at last.
Attention! The train is arriving at the station. Please stand well away from the platform edge.
I'll take your bags and your blasted archive suitcase.
Oh my god，这样多。
But, Holmes, the headlight. It's faded away.
Something is wrong. I can't hear any sound from the incoming train.
Excuse me, sir. Can you explain what has happened?
I don't know. It's as if the train vanished into thin air.
Holmes, say something.
Quick, fetch a lantern and let us take a look.
It's too dark. Only fog and rails, nothing else.
There is no use in stumbling around here at night. We will come back tomorrow.
就是该那个火车其实是一个幻觉 ，maybe。诶，还是在火车上面啊？哦，这是马车，还是？
Well, here we are again at Evesham Station. We have a full day ahead.
Sorry, Let's go. Watson, where's Guardian?
What should we do next, Holmes?
Check the mysteries lah. Shut up. Oh, got chicken. Not bad. 你谁来的？没有看到你有人。我进来，你又进来，丢嘞！哦，你是跟着我的是吧 ？Fine, you're coming with me.
First of all, let us examine the area where the train disappeared.
Alright. Come some morning jog. Hey, F.
This is the place where we saw the train vanish last night.
Hey.
There are no tracks or footprints. Railway sleepers, nothing unusual.
Nothing unusual. 成個火車都唔見咗喎。
A discarded item, possibly thrown from the train. The rails have not been touched. There's nothing unusual here.
So mysteries.
There are no signs to indicate that the train ran off the track, nor are there any other traces. There is nothing whatsoever. There are no clues. But then, a negative result is also a result.
Ooh.
Oh, I see what you're getting at. No clues and you're smiling.
Yeah.
Yes, Watson, I do smile on occasion. This mystery appears very promising. This investigation won't be simple. We shall require a map of the region.
Perhaps the station master could lend us one.
Let's go. 找 map。哦，你跟我一起跑，吓到我，有人追我。Let's do this. So nice 哦，以前的那个火车站。
Good morning. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is my friend and colleague, Dr. Watson.
Yes, I remember you. I'm Station Master Everett. You were here last night. So, you were Mr. Holmes, the great detective. Will you be investigating what happened?
Of course.
I shall indeed.
I need a map.
It is extraordinary that an entire train could disappear like that. And to think of all the poor people inside it, the passengers, the driver.
Hey, let's do this. 有粒墨，雙眼目無神，人同發黑。This is honorary badges. Hey, a ring. Oh, 有一点泥土。鼻哥窿冇用。What's up, Dad? 没有喔。Grey hair 就算一个 crew. Fine.
Could you please give us any details about the train?
Well, there was nothing so very special about it. At least not that I can recall. My memory's not what it used to be. However, if you need it, you can have the train composition report. It's inside my office.
Let's go.
I would be glad to have a detailed map of the local railway district.
But of course, please, take the one that's pinned inside the waiting hall.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
See you later, my good man.
Oh, so a map. Yes, we need a map. Hello, my map. Can you give me my map?
This map will be useful.
看起来像小孩子画那种。No? Oh. This is a map. Let's go his office. Oh. Oh.
Railway post bags.
The office ni? Hey, Master Everett, where is your office? Station Master. Oh, 有人。哦，那个是我的那个包租婆。Okay, office, office. Come, come, come. Telegram. Message to all stations. Mr. Robinson is located at the Bradington station.
A new telegram.
I think we should meet this Mr. Robinson.
Robinson curses. And
Here is the train set.
hey. Something I heard.
A telegraph.
哦，这里有那个重叠。Watson, let's go.
The whole train just disappeared.
Yeah,
It's
I know.
unbelievable.
I know. Special.
According to the train composition report, there was a special wagon. What does that entail?
That's a highly secure car, ordered by a private party. It is generally to carry something of value.
Ooh.
Those wagons have iron walls, you know, without any windows. And they're fitted with a complex key lock.
That is important information. Do you know what was inside this particular wagon?
Certainly not. No, that's private. And it's not my responsibility to allot the wagons to whoever.
Ooh. Passenger of the train.
Was there anything exceptional about any of the passengers aboard the train?
What do you mean? Like officials? I wouldn't know. Oh, but now that you mention it, yes, there was something. There was a message from Bridlington station saying that the train had been delayed because of an issue with the passengers. What kind of problem that they didn't say?
That is interesting.
Bridlington Station.
You mentioned a problem at Bridlington Station. I should like to visit this station. Could you mark it on the local map?
Of course. It's a suburban railway station. You might take a cab there.
See you later, my good man.
Oh, so sweet. Let's go. Nice 哦，这里是 British 还是 England？ 哦，英国。Dude, British 跟 England 不是一样
？Good day to you, gentlemen. How may I help you?
Good day to you, sir. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I am investigating the unfortunate disappearance of last night's train.
I see. I'm Station Master Bertram, but my supervisor has not informed me about this. I do not know if...
Do not worry. I have only a few questions. Station Master Everett from Evesham told us that you reported a problem with some passengers last night.
Indeed. This train is a regular line for those who work at Nottingham. But yesterday, everyone was asked to get off the train here at my station. I've no idea why, and it delayed the train. But the worst of it is that now I have to deal with 2 furious passengers who are complaining about the company's service. They stayed here the whole night, but people do not usually pay much attention to the regulations, you see. There are very strict and clear rules. Paragraph 234 of Article 2G-43 states that in the event of a complaint, you must...
Yes, thank you. I understand.
監視啊，嗰隻熟味鼠眼。Clean curve， 喂 ，instructions 啊，你係奸嘅。
Apart from the passengers disembarking, did you notice anything else that was unusual last night?
I did, and I mentioned it in my report to our higher management on the matter.
What was it?
Sorry, but I can't tell you. The station master's reports are confidential.
Confidential, you say? How long have you been working here?
I have worked here long enough to be quite capable of managing a railway station.
Q. And rookie station master?
Let me speak frankly, Mr. Bertram. Your age and your lack of confidence in your position are quite apparent. You cannot deny that you have only recently completed your studies.
I was at the top of my class.
Listen here, young man. I am aware that you wish to protect yourself behind all these regulations, but I represent the law.
And you are obstructing the investigation of an important case. I would suggest that you cooperate with Mr. Holmes. Think of your career.
Oh.
Ah, that is... Well, I'll tell you everything. First of all, I scolded the ticket inspector, for it was he who asked the passengers to leave the train. It was not his right to do so. He was very rude. And then, later on, I received a most peculiar telegram from my colleague at Chesterfield Station, the next stop along the line.
Strange message.
What did the telegram say?
Well, that was the peculiar thing. It was almost unreadable. It was full of errors and awfully vague.
Let me
It
see.
was hard to understand if the train had correctly passed that station or not. You can read it for yourself.
Of course.
We
Big
ought to
brain
visit
time.
Chesterfield Station. We need to confirm if the station master saw the train or not.
Okay. Investigate. Aha.
The insurance policy for Robinson's machine. A significant sum.
Cool, man. 15,000 pounds. Oh my god. Cool. Can you imagine?
A telegraph.
多少钱
Holmes, how is it even possible for a train to disappear?
I know, you shut up. Hey, uncle. 做咩爛低
This is an absolute scandal. It's always the same with these rail companies. No respect for the customer.
investigate 啫，唏噓嘅鬚根。其實認真嘅。cheap ticket。哎，結婚了。嗯哼，small。Young age. Aha. What happened?
Please calm down, sir. What is your concern?
Concern? What is my concern? I'll tell you what my concern is. Last night I were on the train as usual with my colleague, heading home. Then along came this ridiculous ticket inspector, who started arguing that our tickets were invalid. He made us get off the train, and he was extremely rude about it.
Were you aboard the train that vanished last night?
Yes, I heard that it disappeared, but I don't care because we would have stopped before then anyway. Our tickets were valid and no doubt about it. And then, to top it all, the ticket inspector pushed everyone else out too, except for a bunch of rich. Well, because their type don't need a ticket.
Okay, understood.
Can you recall anything more specific about this fortunate group?
Well, yes. They were all foreigners.
Snake eyes.
Spanish-looking toffs with snake eyes.
Goodbye, sir.
Welcome. 誒，給我唞下氣先，我跟 Mr. Robinson 講話。How do you survive the...
Good day to you, sir.
Good day. To whom am I speaking?
My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is...
Are you a representative of this damned railway company? Because I have a complaint.
We are not from the railway company. We are...
Well, in that case, Mr. Shamrock Flomes, please excuse me,
Walao.
but I'm not in the mood for idle chit-chat at the moment.
觀察先，成個奸臣咁樣。expensive，expensive，a suitcase。Mr. Robinson.
You must be Mr. Robinson, is that correct?
Yes?
I am leading the investigation of the disappearing train. It would help if you could answer my questions.
Ah, well, all right. I have nothing to hide.
I presume it was you who placed the order for the special wagon.
Yes. It was to transport my valuable prototype safely to London. My prototype is a revolutionary device. It is capable of producing electricity. I'm a businessman and an engineer. I had already found several potential customers for my invention. But I was very optimistic about the directors' board who were travelling on the train last night.
According to this document, you have insurance for your prototype.
Oh, thank God. Where did you find it?
Near the telegraph station.
I must have lost it when I tried to send a message, which I was prevented from doing.
I apologise for that, but regulations state that public access to the telegraph is strictly prohibited.
Upon my word, you keep on digging that hole of yours. You have no idea who I am.
You're a fat guy.
I see that you kept your gripsack with you. Why don't you leave it in the luggage room?
I've had other things to think about. I lost my prototype. And this idiot station master just stands here doing nothing to help.
Oh, but
Well, that won't do at all. Station Master, I believe that the regulations state that any passenger luggage should be taken to the luggage room.
I'll do it right away, sir. Sorry, sir.
The prototype really.
This revolutionary machine of yours, was it very valuable?
Of
For
course.
God's sake, sir, it is priceless. It could change the world we live in. And yet, I was selling it for almost nothing. I am a humanitarian, you see. I do not know if I will ever be able to get over this disaster. I cannot believe that it disappeared with that damned train.
Mr. Robinson, could you please clarify? Were you travelling alongside your prototype?
Yes, I was. But I had to step off the train. And all because of this stupid station master.
I received a telegram declaring that an important person, a Mr. Bromsby, wished to see you in the waiting room. I merely informed you of this.
Mr. Bromsby is a wealthy gentleman. His interest in my invention was truly unexpected. So yes, of course, I agreed to see him. Unfortunately, he wasn't there. I thought perhaps he might have been delayed, so I chose to wait a while.
Chose to wait a
But
while.
despite my requests, the train left the station without me. Absolutely unacceptable.
The timetable is strict. We cannot wait any longer. The regulations require the train to be on time.
You are an idiot.
Oh,
You
so
will
sad.
pay for it. I will sue you.
You mentioned a director's board. Which company do they own?
The Chilean Barcazas Company. I had made an appointment with them. Now they are lost, along with the train and my prototype.
What do you know about the Barcazas Company?
It's a large South American company. They showed a great deal of interest in my prototype, and they seemed wealthy enough to do business with.
他们托我
This
烂
Robinson is quite a character. We should learn more about him. The ticket inspector forced all the passengers from the train except for the directors of the Barcazas Chilean Company.
The cat, yes. 可以通吗？
I will not move from here until I receive my...
你真有钱，你还要 refund？ 傻閪咩
Don't touch anything, please.
？OK，
It's a scandal. An absolute outrage.
Alright. Train service. This must be the luggage room. Oh, let's investigate.
Railway post bags.
Hey, Mr. Thompson.
This gripsack belongs to Mr. Robinson.
I think we should open it, Holmes. This is what they call force majeure. I'll keep watch.
Of course.
Oh, really? Is it legal? This again, really. I have no choice. Got you.
Look, Watson, a bundle of contracts. Very suspicious. We should study them carefully. An exclusive sales contract. Mr. Robinson is the seller.
Turkish.
Yet another exclusive. Mr. Robinson is the seller.
This is the contract now. Fine.
Yet another exclusive sales contract. Mr. Robinson is the seller. Yet another exclusive. Mr. Robinson is the seller. Well, it is very clear that this Mr. Robinson received prepayments from various people for his machine.
就讲他已经卖给人家，然后还说我卖你这样子，哈哈哈哈哈。诶，冷靜啲。But there is many customers. No trace of trend. 唔啱啊，唔啱就什麼咯？乱猜。OK， 那其实内容呢，就是关于这推广的根本就是呢，可以，再找咯。To the insurance and multiple factors. Okay. I'm not sure lah, but I will choose this first. Find more clues. Saving. Are you saving?
Railway post bags.
Let's go. 你看，这个是早上哦，早上很漂亮。到了以前世界极美，也像现在，哎。哎，这个门哦。滾水啊！搞一搞，等下有线索，都没有，算了。
I'm always wondering what's on your mind, Holmes.
Steamboat.
It's a scandal.
Oh yeah,
An absolute outrage.
Yeah.
I will not move from here until...
Hello.
Don't touch anything, please.
Why? Where should I go now? Again. Come here.看一下我们踏出什么啊 ？Soft and fine. 哎 ，Let's go. A new place. Why not? What's let's go. Go inside.
This bin is full of empty bottles.
Really?
A fishing advertisement.
I had thought that all station masters knew the Morse code, but apparently not.
Maybe I can try,
A telegraph.
Hey, hello. 飲醉酒啊?
How could he fall asleep at work like this? Excuse me, sir. Wake up. Ah, his breath. He must have swallowed half a distillery.
And that explains the how.
By his sleeping off the alcohol, you mean? Wake up, please, sir.
What? The 18-hour-72 train has arrived?
No.
Good day to you. We are investigating the disappearance of last night's train, and we should like to ask you a few questions.
及一及他先。鼻哥有墨。Green, yes, nice. Marine. Oh. No conflict. Hey. Fishing line. Train passenger.
Were there any passengers who got off that particular train at your station last night?
No, nobody, it seems to me. Although I did not leave my office, so...
No doubt you were very busy.
You don't say. You can't ever get any peace around here. Now you have to send a telegram each time a train arrives and departs.
The station master Bertram from Bridlington showed me a strange telegram that he received from you last night. It concerned the train, but it was barely comprehensible.
What? He's a fastidious little twerp, that Bertram. I remember everything quite clearly. It was late, and I was tired, but I did my work. So what? There's no need to be so petty.
Questions.
You were not tired, you were inebriated. Tell me the truth now, or I shall not hesitate to document your state in my report.
My friend means that you will end up by being sacked from your position.
All right. So I was drunk. I don't remember all of yesterday, to be truthful to you. Please don't go harsh on me.
Holmes, this man has consumed a considerable amount of alcohol. He's not entirely helpless yet, but...
It's not helpful.
It will not be long before he is. Obviously, his testimony cannot be trusted.
We got new crew. Yay. Very good. Sorry.
A telegraph.
Let's go. Oh, 早上这样子的咩？ Maybe I should try this. Hey, something not right. No 喎，我身有咩橋冇？這個酒，當然我們可以去這裡。
Lock. There is no sense in asking the station master to open it. We shall have to pick the lock.
How? Again. Oh, yay. Flow.
Bags were recently dragged here. French wine, a remarkable vintage. These bottles are too expensive for a station master's wage. They were likely taken from the parcels.
Oh, 那個 order 的酒沒有來啦。
This Robinson fellow seems...
These tools were used quite recently. They are still muddy. We should ask about them.
Yes, we should go and ask him. Hello, what's up?
You have quite a number of dirty tools lying around here.
Ah,
Yes. Well, thank you for reminding me. I should clean them. Although, it might be easier to put them outside. Seems it might start raining
我
soon.
鬧佢撚多
I meant, what were they used for?
Some workers come here and borrowed them from me. They wanted to lift the edge of the railway to one of the stations on the line, so that the water wouldn't come in too close.
workers.
Who were these workers?
Well, they didn't seem to be from the company, but they was fine lads. They invited me to share a drink, and whatever it was, it had a kick to it. They wasn't English. No, I don't believe so. But see, they knew just what a man needed to brighten up his dull evening.
Lucas, you are correct. 这 music 不错诶。Something not right. Oh, okay. No. This is not why. Let me go. I'm kidding. Okay. 做乜啫？
A handcar wheelbase. Interesting. It appears that elements of the same construction were scattered everywhere. Watson, please tell me, do you believe in magic?
Of course not, Holmes.
Then you are of the opinion that a train cannot simply disappear.
Well, we both know that that is obvious. Why are you asking such peculiar questions?
A little patience, Watson. You will understand my point quite soon. So, are you quite certain that you saw the train at Evesham Station?
Yes, of course. We saw it coming. The headlights. And heard the whistle.
But that is it. We didn't see the train itself.
But... Oh, Holmes, I'm a little
Stupid.
confused.
幻覺嚟嘅。Let's do this.
I should use the appropriate object here.
Okay.
I should use...
Oh. Yeah. Give me put on it, please. Please. Cool.
So, now here we have the fake train that we saw approaching Evesham Station last night.
Doesn't look much like a train to me.
Be patient, Watson, I haven't finished yet. Try using your imagination. Our train requires only a headlight and a steam whistle.
F.
We need to attach a headlight and a steam whistle.
Cool. Let's do this. 这个开是可以的吗？关掉先。Go where find a steam like. Nothing here, nothing here. Let's go here. Nothing here. Okay, never mind. 我就懂了的。哼 ，Let's go。
I need something long. I need something long for the headlight to be attached.
Long? You mean my... Okay. Sorry. Here. Long stick. Yes. 就拿完啦。我新你條廢柴，你都唔識做。
The long pole is now attached. It will allow us to connect the headlight.
Put the headlight.
The headlight is attached. The steam whistle is now connected.
Holmes, what can we do to make the steam whistle work?
It is elementary, my dear Watson. We shall need a fire extinguisher.
Where to find?
The fire extinguisher. Now let us see what we have here. The steam whistle is ready to be used.
Let's do this one.
Watson, I do believe that we have created an exact replica of the train that vanished in front of us last night. The criminal mind can be most inventive. I am somewhat in awe.
So such a thing is possible.
Of course.
If someone went to all the trouble of creating this fake train, then it was surely with the intention of stealing the real one.
Ah, Watson, you should not jump to conclusions. In fact, this does not tell us very much at all, except that the train did not evaporate into thin air.
Although you half suspected it.
At any rate, we now need to find where the real train might be hidden.
Cool.
I suggest we use my archives to find a more detailed map of our surroundings.
Well, I hope that justifies our having to load your massive archive suitcase onto the cab. It made us extremely unpopular with our driver.
Cool. Okay, I think I will end the episode here. Subscribe, like, and share for the next part. Bye bye.